On this episode of West Chicago Model Railroad, let's take a look at these MTH RailKing custom run Alco RS-1 diesel engines. Hey folks, Matt here with West Chicago Model Railroad. I appreciate everyone coming back to the channel. I know I haven't posted too many videos lately. As you can see, I have been hard at work redoing the layout, doing the expansion. I finally finished all the track work, and now I'm doing a lot of the detail work. You will see that with some of the crossing and the station that I put together. I have a new backdrop as well on the south side of the layout. I'll go through that obviously more in a different video, but today we're going to actually cover these very cool custom run scale Alco RS-1 diesel engines that were run for the Berwyn Toys and Trains hobby shop. They did a Rock Island and they did a Grand Trunk. Now we'll look at each of them in detail by themselves, but I just kind of wanted to set you up for what to expect from this video, what we're going to cover, and a couple of just layout updates, stuff like that. Alright folks, let's go over the agenda for today. We're going to look at each of these individually. Now keep in mind that the only major difference here is the paint scheme itself. I don't believe there are any road specific details on these that I could find besides the paint scheme itself, but if we do run into something, we'll cover it at that point. Now I do wanted to hit one major important detail, and that don't let the yellow RailKing box fool you on these. These engines are indeed scale sized, and I can show you that they are scale size because I actually have a scale Santa Fe RS-1 by Atlas, and I can tell you that these are exactly the same size. So again, these are RailKing, but they are scale size and they'll look good on anyone's scale or semi-scale layout because the RS-1 is not a very large diesel engine and it does go through 031 curves, so this is very, very safe on small layouts. Alright, so first let's just cover the details that each one shares with each other. So these are detailed durable ABS bodies, they're die-cast trucks, pilots, and fuel tank. It is a metal chassis with metal wheels, axles, and gears. There are metal handrails, and the horn is metal as well over here. It does have two engineer figures, two remotely controlled protocouplers. There are two precision flywheel equipped motors. This does actually smoke, so there are an operating proto-smoke diesel exhaust in each unit. It has prototypical Rule 17 lighting. You know, you can do with that what you will. Technically, when these are around, there was no such thing as Rule 17 lighting, so I'll digress. These also include ProtoSound 3. So these both have ProtoSound 3 digital command system in them. They are around 14 inches in length, and like I stated before, these will negotiate 031 curves. Alright, so let's actually look at each one individually now. Okay folks, let's actually start at the rear of the unit, believe it or not. These are both long hood forward, so we're going to call this the rear of the engine. So, again, we have a headlight here, we have a brake wheel, metal handrails all around here, some little like grab irons here as well. There are two number boards over here, And there is a snow plow as well that you can, well, put on whichever side you want to put it on. I did not attach that, but just so you know, there is a snow plow. All right, let's take a look at the side here. So I can tell you that this thing has a fantastic paint scheme. A beautiful Rock Island logo here, road number 743. We got a Rock Island here as well. Metal handrails. The trucks are for RailKing. These are done quite well. I really like the silver trucks against this darker paint scheme. The deck here also has some tread on it, and there is some just minor molded in detail on the body itself, but I can tell you for a RailKing, this thing is pretty detailed. If I match this up against my Atlas, I'll be honest with you, it would probably be hard for someone to look at both of them and determine which one is actually the, someone quote unquote premier version, and which one is the, lower end model, because MTH did a fantastic job here. All right, let's go look at the front of the engine. Okay, well, not much of a difference here besides the missing brake wheel, which was located on the back. We have a headlight here. There are number boards on each side and here as well. We have some grab irons, metal handrails, and again, the front pilot is the same as the back, and it does have a protocoupler as well. And really quickly, we'll just look at the top really quickly. Not much going on here. Here's your horn, here's your smokestack, and a little bit of molded in detail, and then you have some venting over here. I think this is probably like your radiator vents over here. Again, not much going on, but still very detailed for the RailKing model that it is. And we'll take a look at the underside. So here's our speaker here. Again, this has 2 flywheel motors, so both axles are driven, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pickup rollers. And then, I'm not sure if you can see them on camera, but there are 2 holes here and 2 holes over here, and those are where the snowplow gets attached. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and look at the Grand Trunk. Now, again, these are both the same except for the paint scheme. So I'm not going to cover the details, but I did want to show you the paint scheme from almost all of the directions. So this is, again, folks, this is the rear of the engine because these are long hood forward. Got this really cool red rear paint job here, and then it goes into this really cool, I'm going to call it like sky blue, but obviously that term is not going to be correct for Grand Trunk Western fans. I do apologize, but I'm going to call it a sky blue. It is a beautiful blue, I can tell you that much. So we have road number 1951, and let's go ahead and scoot down a bit. We'll look at the side. And again, like I said, road number 1951. We got our little engineer figure in there. I'm going to call that engineer figure Tim. Okay? You know what? All of the engineers and all of my engines from Berwyn, I'm going to call them Tim. All right? So let's just call them Tim. So Tim's having a great time here in his Grand Trunk RS-1. Got this great Grand Trunk logo here as well, and I like this white handrails against the blue, and then you have this black smokestack. And again, we are gonna start them up and hear what they sound like and smoke them as well. So we'll get to that. Just be patient with me here. So, and again, the deck here is black on the Grand Trunk, and then it has treading as well. So let's finish up and look at the front of the engine. All right, and again, really quickly, we'll look at the front of the engine. This one actually has, obviously, a full white painted front guardrail in front of it. But other than that, same kind of paint scheme with the blue going into this really cool red. And besides that, everything else is pretty much, minus the missing brake wheel, it's exactly the same. All right, so let's go ahead and start both of these up, and we'll see what they sound like. And of course, we're going to have to run them around the layout. All right, so let's go ahead and do the extended startup sequence.
Is you ready to go? Check that oil level. Oil level looks good. Thanks, bud. Okay, ready to pull out.
All right, let's check out the belt. That's a great sound belt. All right, let's hear the horn.
Ready when you are.
And let's check out the PFA sequence.
All right, let's see what these orders have in store for us today. It says here we've got to move a string of reefers to track 5 for pickup.
They're loaded, so we'd better take care of that soon. What's next on the list?
There's some empties we got to spot all 6.
I hope we don't get in a jam like yesterday. There were cars all over the yard.
I know what you mean. No, it looks like an easy day for us today. All the trains are put together more or less. We just have to spot them on the ready tracks.
That's good. Maybe I'll get home for dinner on time.
I won't make any promises on you being able to get home for dinner.
Let's just hope the switch tender is awake today.
Right. That guy had the yard backed up for hours yesterday. Was he new?
It's the boss's nephew.
I see. Well, we better get moving or we'll both be late for dinner. Let's go.
And let's do the shutdown sequence.
Make sure the sand bins are topped off. She ran great. Take care. See you soon.
I swear, I think half of the PFA freight sequences have some type of reference to food or going to dinner. I swear. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll get them lashed up, and then we'll add some rolling stock onto them. I don't have any Rock Island or Grand Trunk rolling stock. I do apologize, but we'll put some. I'll try to put some era-specific rolling stock on the back of these, and we'll take them for a spin.
Is you ready to go? Check that oil level. Oil level looks good. Thanks, bud. Okay, ready to pull out. sand bins are topped off. She ran great. Take care. See you soon.
All right, folks. Well, that wraps up this episode and the quick review of these really awesome RailKing scale RS-1 diesel engines that were a custom run from the Berwyn Toys and Trains hobby shop. If you would like to purchase one of these engines, please feel free to give Berwyn a call, email them, or just visit their store right on historic Ogden Avenue in Berwyn, Illinois. So again, thank you for everyone for watching my videos. I do appreciate it. I promise you that more videos are in store. As you can see from a little bit of the sneak peek, the layout is transitioning. I am making additions to it. I do have some detailing and a lot of ballasting to do, if you've kind of noticed. It's just the green mat right now, but it's going to look fantastic when it's done, and I'm very proud of the work I've done so far. I hope everyone else enjoys it as well. I'm going to keep on working on it and, keep on making videos for you folks. I do plan on having a layout update video as my next video. That should be coming up in the next couple of weeks. Until then, if you liked what you saw, please hit that like button. If you want to subscribe, hit that subscribe button. I do appreciate it and lets me know that you are enjoying my content. And with that said, I want to wish everybody a wonderful day.